Let me remind you that Cambodia is a country where more than 50% of the population is below the age of 20. Cambodia is a young and at the same time poor country that still faces lots of basic issues like illiteracy, severe poverty, a remarkable gender gap, and lack of rule of law.
Both school and family actually scare people to be involved in politics. Everything is politics, you know? You're not allowed, if you're participating or be involved in politics, it's taking a risk that you will be arrested, you will be killed.
Right now, we are seeing many of the women taking the step in protecting and advocating for their right. And we are asking why. They have to depend for their husband, the wage earner, you know, the breadwinner for the family. And if they go out and do this activism, they are less being persecuted. They are less being targeted for violence by the authority. So we are seeing more and more women doing the things that they need to do that to protect their right in their communities for their own right.
There is change, generational change undergoing, and I think the research findings clearly indicate that there is a big problem for women who have now legally given the right to complain if there's domestic violence or rape, but then to really maintain their claims can really lead to their economic disadvantage, which is, of course, for a next generation of women, a different story.
The issue of gender is not only about women. The perception of men are very important to help to accelerate the changes. And if we just target the woman, you cannot get the speed you want.
Education is very effective tools. When youth is confident enough to express something, they will do so. And then nowadays, social media is very effective, and then they can go and then they can learn, and then they can get more information that older generation cannot.
But does the youth take interest in politics and development issues? The youth of Cambodia seems to be demoralized with the situation of a country and stuck between hope and hopelessness. Where are the young leaders in politics? And where are the young women among the leaders?
Young people would like to see a new leader, a new change. It doesn't matter, a new change. It doesn't matter a current leader now or a new one, but it has to be a new change, a better change for the country.
Talking about the, big, I will say the first big infrastructures development projects in Cambodia, the railway. The donor like the ADB, the OSAID, saying that, by supporting these projects, we'll produce the poverty of the people, will increase the economy of the country, of the Cambodian, as a whole. And we see what happened. 1,000 people have already displaced, and the project is still stuck there. No movement, and hundreds of millions have already been spent. And so what is the development in this situation?
I think the core of the discussion is moving away from the last 20 years of thinking that the market economy alone means development, something very pertinent to Cambodia, but also to Europe, a discussion we have among member states where the nuances are different between member states. Nevertheless, civil society is a key player, and after 20 years of development cooperation, which we, as well as Germany and other member states, do through both supporting the government and supporting civil society, I would be interested to know if civil society in Cambodia is strong enough.
According to the analysis of the World Bank called Poverty Assessment Report 2013, Cambodia's poverty rate was more than halved. That means from more than 50% in 2004 to 20% in 2011. That's really striking and amazing. However, these gains are fragile. Many Cambodians who have overcome poverty are still at high risk of falling back.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Clem, for sharing your insights into the development debates that we have these days. But not only this, also sharing your experience with the challenges and fears that we can experience when we address the question, who should be benefiting of development? How can we create a better life for all men and women?